Hello everybody, welcome to Michaeltechroom, the YouTube channel. So we're going to be doing, before we roll the clip of upgrading, I'm going to talk about a few things depending on the direction you're going to do. Direction is making sure you deactivate your software, such as if you have Adobe application or Adobe Photoshop or antivirus or your Microsoft Word. If you're going with a clean installation of Windows. Now, cloning your drive, don't have to worry about. You don't have to worry about stuff, but if you want to do a fresh installation of Windows, or if you've been planning to switch your Windows to a different version, so let's say you hate your Home Edition. Let's say your Home Edition, you don't like the feature. One feature you really miss is the remote. Now that's another reason why you might want to switch to professional. Or let's say you don't need a professional. Let's say you want to back down to like Home Edition. Let's say you're a simple guy that's doing all that stuff. So that's the reason, just in case some people are a little bit different. You know, you never know with people these days. You never know if they want to have this version or that. Now, in my case, with my laptop, I did a memory upgrade and a drive upgrade. So we switched to a mechanical drive. Well, the original drive was a mechanical. We switched to a solid state drive, which all it is just flash memory. Mechanical drive, they have a spinning disk in them, and that's the reason why all these tech people call it mechanical drive, because they have spinning part and moving components to read ahead. So that's another thing. And like I said, some of these laptops do have a product key below. Now, if you're on a machine that doesn't have no product key at the bottom, or if you don't have a copy of your product key, this is only going to apply to people who's doing a fresh installation of Windows. And one of the things you probably want to double check if you're very unsure of your product key, or if you're planning on to reusing the product key, is, like I said, some of these machines at the bottom, they have the Windows product key. But not every machine, especially if you got a Windows 8 machine. Now, if you Google search how to find your product key in your Windows 8 or your Windows 8.1 or your Windows 10, there's like a couple of YouTube videos of people showing you how to find your product key. And once you find your product key, to take note of your product key, and when you doing an upgrade to a new drive, or when you upgrade to when you swap drive to a mechanical or a SSD, so once you're done taking note, like I said, put on a piece of paper, and when you're doing your Windows installation, Windows will ask you for your product key. This is why I recommend deactivate or take note or what. And this is only applied to people who want to do a fresh install. So now another thing too is, if you are hoping to get the SSD speed, keep in mind that older generation hardware, not every older generation software will not take advantage of the speed. You might have bottleneck with your hard drive connector, or we call it the SATA port, or your ID connector, but you probably wouldn't upgrade a machine that have IED cable. Now if your machine do have a IED cable, you probably wouldn't upgrade the machine. You might as well get a new machine. But if you bought your machine in 2007, that's where most of these machines would have SATA. But like I said, 2007 machine, you probably wouldn't take advantage of it. Not every machine or not every laptop would take advantage. There are some do take advantage, and there are some won't. And like I said, if you're not feeling the boot up speed, chances are your hardware is a little bit too old. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll the clip now for you people. So, like I said, if you cloning, you don't have to worry. But if you're doing a fresh install, if you're swapping drive, and when you're swapping drive, if you have a clean drive, and if you're planning on to install a fresh copy of Windows, do make sure your PROG key is set. So make sure you take note, and when you take note, make sure you deactivate your software. Make sure, because the reason why the reason why I'm recommending this is because not every software is going to let you install a lot of copy on every machine. So keep in mind that software license, or depending on the software license you got, some of these software license only allow 2 computer or 3 depending, or 1, 2. So you do have to make sure you deactivate it, so you can transfer your new software over to your fresh copy of Windows. So and if you but if your window kind of screwed up very badly, if you can't log into Windows, if your window that's so screwed to boot to your desktop, this is where you have to call the manufacturer. But if you forget to deactivate the software, as long as you haven't formatted your original drive you got out of the machine, you can slide your old hard drive back in, boot it back up, go to the software you forgot to deactivate. Once you deactivate, you should be able to shut down proper and slide your old hard drive out, and slide in your new hard drive or your solid state drive, and boot up, and you should be able to reactivate your software. Because like I said, not every software you can continue on to all the machine. So that's why I'm putting this emphasis, because people think you can do it, but no. So and I want to say another tip too is make sure you have a copy of Windows too. So make sure you do. And this laptop did had Home Edition. I switched it to Professional, and I did have my PROG key planned out too. So I got I got a prod key from somebody, or actually it's not from somebody. I got it from Microsoft. Got it from Microsoft. So I got a legal copy, or I should say a legal product key for Windows. The copy of Windows I have is illegal. The product key is a genuine. So, you know, like I said, as long as you make sure you prepare. And I think I want to throw another one too. And one of the other tips is make sure you have your driver 2 ready. There's many ways having it on the SD card, and this is only if your SD card doesn't require a driver, or if your laptop do have SD card. But like I said, there's some SD card reader you do need a driver for, and this particular laptop I didn't need no driver, so this particular card reader is a plug and play. Now another thing too is memory stick. You can put your driver on that. So most of the time, if you with a laptop, you do have to download the driver. But if you are planning to, if you have built a custom built Camille, and if you got your disk too, if you got your custom built Camille with brand new component, most of them will come with a driver disk. But sometime you need the update driver. So if you need a couple of update driver off the site, you can. So yeah, that's another thing too. So if you know how to download and extract them, that's fine. Like I said, sometimes you do need to have update driver for your new application, and actually I should say for your software too. So some software do require a new version of your driver. So that's another thing. And like I said, don't know, I was gave out film. So let's begin upgrading the laptop memory and SSD. Hello everybody, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be doing exciting thing for this Acer laptop. The Acer laptop used to be known as my main machine. Now it's more of a secondary machine for me now, but it doesn't matter now. we're gonna get it speed up, and when we say speed up, we're gonna put a 128 gig SSD to get the boot time speed up. And while we're doing this, we're upgrading 8 gig of memory to the reason why I'm upgrading to 8 gig is because I do a lot of gaming, and well, I've been gaming lately, so lately the game been eating up the 4 gig of memory that is bound to this laptop. So that's what we're gonna do. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna flip the laptop on its back and uncover. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a screwdriver to it now. So we're gonna be unscrewing 2 screws from top to bottom. Now keep in mind, every laptop is going to have a different cover, a different screw mount, it's all that. So what we're going to do, like I said, we're going to unscrew the top and bottom right now. Of course, we don't want to lose the screws, so if you have a little pill tray, that feel free to use a pill tray if you don't want to lose those screws. So now we got off. So now this particular laptop does have this stupid snap clip, ever annoying. So what I'm gonna do is take my flathead. Now keep in mind, be very careful on sticking your flathead in there. Oop, I already scratched it, but like I said, this is annoying. There we go. And now we have released its gut. Well, not its gut, but the cover. So now we have released 2 screws. Now we gotta release another screw to release this hard drive. So we have one right there. So we're gonna do it. So now we got that. So now I can slide this out. This is, here we go. Slide out, lift out. Keep in mind that every laptop drive gonna have a different mounting system. Mine that slide out. So as you can see, we got, you may not see, but we have a Western Digital 320 gig Western Digital hard drive. And this guy may look overexposed, but I'm not gonna get the camera to do that stupid spaz moment that everybody like to do. But they're gonna be a proper exposed. But if you want to know, I have a unboxing video, hopefully unboxing video of a 320 gig. Actually, I got a there's a video of me when I was building the Camille. A Newegg mailbox of this drive. This is the same drive I have in the custom build Camille. So what we're gonna do is we can't take this and we can't shove it in, because what we need to get off of this hard drive is this sled, and we have 4 screws on this sled. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be laying this hard drive right down. Then I'm going to take this one, faces this way, in the correct orientation. And this is an easier way to make sure you don't have it in a backward way. So what I'm going to do, we release these screws on both sides. Now you may not see it. Make sure everybody see it. There we go. Or I can pan. There we go. Probably be a little bit tight, being that never got its sled removed, which is going to be common. That's going to be common because, yeah, some people, they don't remove their drive very often, so they can be a little bit stubborn. As you can see, we did got simple 4 screws holding the sled holding the drive. Oh boy. Probably be best to have a magnetized end because he almost dropped in the carpet. So what we do, slide that sled on there. There we go. Now we got in the correct orientation. So yeah, so I got it this way. Now SSD can improve your laptop speed very in a dramatic way. Now I'm pretty sure people go, should I upgrade to SSD? Well, it's really depend on your need. The way you gotta look at it, you know? Now, if I had a lot of data, I would go with a hybrid hard drive where they have combined a SSD to a hard drive. So if I have a lot of data, I would go with that direction. But if you're a type person who does not put a lot of data on your laptop, like really not a lot, I would go with the SSD. Yeah. There we go. So we got this mounted in. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna pan this camera back. Oh, sorry, back. There we go. So now, as you can see, the sled is mounted to the SSD. So what we can do is slide it in now, basically. There we go, so she is slide in. Probably want to put another on now. So as you can see, we have 2 holes. This one, not this one. There's 2 holes, and you gotta make sure you put in the correct hole because some of the holes are shelled with the cover. So we got that in now. So what we can do next is we got the hard drive, we got the solid state in. So if we zoom in on something, there we go. So next we're going to be upgrading the memory on this. This is like very simple, very simple. So I'm going to spread the finger out. That one popped out. Now another tip when you're looking at your memory, look at the label on Google search what your laptop is using. Because if you don't Google search, your machine will act very funky. So I usually, with OEM part, I usually did Google search it because the label is like totally different for my eye. So once I Google search what the heck this memory is, like speed and what spec would I want to match. So when you're shopping, make sure you match the specs. So what we do, put you in focus. Probably a little bit overexposed a little, but like I said, I'm not gonna have that camera on auto exposure for you guys. It's probably gonna drive you nuts. I hate that too when people put the camera on auto exposure and it drive me nuts. There we go. And And these memories going to go to my sister laptop, being she have a Windows 8 laptop. Now, you will not see two with a Windows 8 machine, because back in the day, stuff was totally different. Like, stuff is like totally different. So, of course, these are the pain in my butt clamshell. So, what we're start is we're gonna start the bottom. We do it on the bottom. Now there's a notch we're gonna have to match too. So, that match the notch, and that slide in. Once you slide that in, now be careful not to shock your memory. The normal way is to have it around the edge, but let's continue on. So once I slide in, I can push it down, and will click in. So I'm going to grab one more memory out of this pain my butt clamshell. I know why G-Skill that use these stupid packages that drive me nuts. Okay, slide you in. Okay, put even pressure, make sure the bar side are even. So now once I match the notch, once I get that push in, then I can push it down. Okay. So now we got 8 gig of memory installed now. So now we can proceed with the cover. And like I said, you can see that I almost put in this hole because this hole is being shelled with the cover too, so keep in mind to be careful. Now some of these laptop covers are easy to put on and some can be really pain in your butt. This one is a little because I have to fight with it. There we go. And this one it's fighting me too now. There we go. Okay. So we got the cover in. No, those things are going to do giveaway, people. There we go. So now we can screw it in. Okay, boot quickly now. There we go. Got that in now. Put this one off to the side. Probably have to zoom out. There we go. Okay. I got a AC plugged in, ready to go. So that only took probably a minute to upgrade the component. So now we can turn on. And we should have no boot device on the screen. So now doing the diagnostic. Okay, now we have no boot device because we got to load a operating system. So, but there's many video of installing your window. So, but what I may do is show you a couple of tips once I get window installed. So once we get back, we can show you quick few things. Of course, now I think about I have to relocate this laptop to connect to my Ethernet connection. So, but we will see you in a moment, people. Alrighty, so we got the window set up. As you can see, the default. But before we connect it to the internet, we're gonna do a few change for a few things. So I'm gonna go over is the control panel. So let's go to the internet section. I'm on a catalog. I know some people have on large icon to make it easier for them. So if you want to switch to catalog, so now we can go to internet and connection. So I'm going to go to, I'm going to click on change home page. Once I click on changing the home page, this is where I can go in there. And we want to change the gigabyte size. So if we go to setting, so 50 megabyte, that's okay-ish, I guess. Now this is going to be a preference for you too, so I'm going to change the history. I really don't care, I just want the machine running lean and mean. Probably put Neville. Did I or not? This has been a while. I never have an issue that once everything working great, you tend to forget the issue. So I'm gonna change. Okay. New tab page. Okay. Always open new pop-up tab, so keep it as one window. So I think it should be fine. I wouldn't change too much. Actually, if I go back to general. So if you want the machine lean and mean, if you're planning to use Internet Explorer, I usually have it, you can set up, well, if I checkmark this, so every time I will close down the web browser, it will clear out the settings, so it would make your web browser experience much more snappy, and you wouldn't have issue of cookie or word or something. If you're the type of person who always have that issue, like me. So I'm going to open that tab. I'm going to go to msconfig. Which I can't see. msconfig. I'm going to hit enter. Then we're going to go to boot, advanced option. And I'm going to change the number of core. This is another way to get the program to run a little more snappy. So I'm going to put on 4 cores, being that's what is on my process. So I'm going to go OK. Then that'll be it. So apply. Now it's letting me restart. So, but before we do that. Okay, so if we go to computer, right click and go to property, if we go to advanced system setting, and if we go to start up and recover, so I'm going to check more of that so it doesn't bug me. So in the system failure, if you have a blue screen, generally in default they have it set where it's, so if you have a blue screen, it will, your computer will try to reboot, which quite frankly doesn't fix the issue, which I don't know why Microsoft decided to do that. So I'm going to uncheck mark, so if I have a blue screen I can just see what the heck is the issue with this window. Just go OK. So that's it. Okay, okay. Then we're gonna go to computer. Then I'm gonna go to property and allow files on the drive contact index in additional file property. Now usually I did uncheck mark back because the reason why, if you have uncheck mark, you will save a lot of space. So if we apply it, we will apply to, only apply it to drive C. Okay. So now I should have a little window pop up changing the file, but it looked like it didn't change it too much. So we are good on that. And now we can. Actually, where's my MS config? So if I go back to MS config, another tip is, if you want to speed up, you can do a little more, and you can change how you can have the program start up. So like Chrome or you can. Oh, do I have to restart? What I'm going to do is I'm going to be back once I restart, because I can't open MS config back up with this restarting. So I'm going to be back for that one moment, people. So we are back to window. So now I can go to MS config. And now I can go to service. So actually, let's go to boot. No, startup. So right here, this is all the program going to start up automatically. You can go through it. Now keep in mind that you can't disable all of them because some of it is going to be your driver. So like, if you have like an NVIDIA driver or an AMD driver, you may want to keep it enabled. But if it's like Google Chrome or Adobe Reader, or if it's now I would probably want to add one thing too, is the antivirus program too. Keep that enabled too. But the other software you can disable. So this is my quick tip for you people. So yeah, so that would be it. Alright, so once we get done with MS config, what we need to do is go to my start menu. So we'll go to start, then we'll go to computer, and we need to go to, so what you probably want to do is go to the Organize tab and enable the menu bar. So once you enable menu bar, you should have this little ribbon. So we'll go to Tools, Folder option, View, and now at default they have it don't show hidden folder. So please enable show hidden file so you can see what is in your drive and see what the heck is going on. So okay, click apply and OK, and that's it. And we are looking good. So we got fresh installation, and you can add your gadget to it if you want to. But we're gonna end the video now. So But before we do it, let's do a reboot test. See if it made the machine more snappy or not. So what we do, okay, shut down. Okay, shut down now. Okay, let's turn on now. Okay, we see power. Okay, now we're doing diagnostic. Okay, got done. And now it's booting. And we see the flag. Okay. No. Okay, we didn't have to wait, so we can just log in. So we do have driver installed, and like I said, the boot up time when you're starting Windows, when it comes to starting Windows, booting Windows up, that's where you see the slowdown. But once you get into like the login screen, once you get to the desktop, that's where you see that snappy. This is why I say not every older machine is going to take advantage, or not every older machine is going to be snappy. Unfortunately, not this machine. This machine is a 2010, so you know, in course it's running. I hope you can see it. It's running a little bit older generation processor, but if I pull up, this is a good thing to change your background paper if you want to. So if we go to, so what we're going to do is pull up a CPU-Z. Unfortunately, I don't have CPU-Z. I should have CPU-Z. Should have it. CPU-Z. Okay. Look like I don't have it, so I need to grab it off of my computer real quick. So what I'm gonna do is pause for one moment. Alright, so we are back now. So let's open up the start menu. Let's go find my program that I was trying to find. The one I was trying to find. I was going to show you what processor I have and what hardware I have with this too. So okay, here was my CPU-Z. Yes, that one it. Okay, now it's analyzing the software. Okay, so as you can see, it's still rocking a older generation hardware from 2010. So it's a Intel Core i3 380M. So 380M. As you can see, the code name, which I can't pronounce that. I did need a machine to say something to me with this. So as you can see, yep, okay, yeah. So as you can see, it's it's a older generation. So as you can see, it didn't speed up like a whole lot, as you can see. So, but what I'm going to do now, I'm going to end the video now. So actually, let's check on memory, make sure we got it correct too. So it's indoor channel. So If you want to see, so as you can see, we got DDR3 8 gig dual channel, and as you can see, it's that red clock out and yada yada stuff. See here. Oh, okay, so SPD, so DDR3. So as you can see, it's G scale. This is the port number, so you can search up online for gigabytes. So as you can see, so if we go to slot 2, okay, so it's green. Okay, so it's green. Port number is still the same. Look to me. Okay, so everything is looking good. Okay, so like I said, I'll get in the video now. So I will say thank you for watching my video, and I hope you enjoyed the video too. So actually, let's re-angle the camera. So like I said, I'm gonna say thank you for watching my YouTube video. Feel free to like the video, and feel free to comment with the question. So if you want to ask a question about my laptop, you can. So, and any comment too. So I'm just looking for interaction from you people. So feel free to do it. So feel free to visit the link below the video. Just make sure you click on show me more. So the first thing on the list or the description is my channel email address. Then we got some wish lists, Amazon wish lists for the channel, or for you people who want to build custom build Camille. But sometimes it's not for build custom build Camille. It's for you people get an idea of what component do I need. You know, you can copy my idea off the list too. You're welcome to do that. I'm not going to be that person that, oh, you can't copy off my list. So feel free to copy the list. Feel free. So I'm okay with it. And I'm part of a couple of these tech tip forums too. Well, and of course you can view my PC port pick, or if you want to know my custom build Camille too. So if you're very curious, please check it out. So like I said, I'm part of Linus Tech Tip and Tech Syndicate, and I do have a Flickr page too, so you're welcome to look at my photography if you're very interested in that. So I will see you later, people. I will catch you next time. I will see you later. So see you later.